Oh, hey, there he is. Oh, he froze on us.
That was fast.
I was going to start off by saying a shout out to you for the incredible film work on the intro there. Because last night I was an idiot and didn't know who did it. I was like, what, did Travis do that? No, Travis is in the film. He couldn't have done it. Where
Yeah,
was
thanks,
I?
man.
So give me the immediate reaction there. You were there.
It was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I feel like this is one of those shows that at first glance at the set list, you're like, oh, it's maybe a dud or a throwaway. But if you really listen to it and we're down, they're getting down, I think there were gems sprinkled throughout. That Sigma Oasis jam got super weird, fucking super dope. But then, you know what? There were also moments where your farmhouse gets number lined and you're like, all right, it's Phish. What are you going to do?
But let me say that second set, the hour through Wedge, was perfect. I don't care if they've numberlined Farmhouse.
Yeah.
What you got?
So I'm
going
going to
on
mute
back
for a minute.
there?
Why don't you guys talk?
All right. Is that me with the stupid music? Oh, he's muted.
No.
All right. So there we are. It was the lot sounds we were hearing with our on-the-spot correspondent, Weekend Wook. And so let's get into it. Cars, trucks, and buses. I'm an instrumental guy. It's probably my least favorite instrumental. I feel like it's why are you on here again? What are you doing? You're on here twice now. There we go. All right. So I don't know. I'm going to throw it to you off the top there, Brad. Are you good with cars, trucks, and buses? It sounds like carnival music to me.
Yeah, the only thing I took away from that, Kevin, was they sounded crisp and clean. That's really the only takeaway I got. Plus, my wife stopping and questioning whether or not that was actually the first song. She was kind of shocked when she heard it. Outside of that, it's just cars, trucks, and buses.
Are you a fan there, Funky Witch?
No.
No. That's fair. That's fair.
You both got that question wrong, by the way. The correct answer is cars, trucks, buses, fucks. And it was a great way to start the show.
Where are you from? Jersey? I think people from Jersey dig that tune.
No, and that's honestly what the atmosphere here is. A very local New York, Connecticut, New Jersey crowd.
Definitely.
It tunnels and
I'm
bridges
a New
crowd.
Yorker, and it's an okay song if they play it well. I thought they played it okay tonight, but it's not a good opener. So.
And that's where it usually ends up, is the opener a lot of the time.
I know.
Yeah.
Because when was the last time they did that? Did they even do it in 4.0 yet? I don't know if I have that on my list.
Let's see.
I know they did it Pittsburgh in 19 because I was there. And it was a mid-set one. It was really good, like you said, as opposed to coming out cold and doing it. All right, then we got Breath and Burning. What do you got, Wook?
That was dope. It's like one of those songs that I don't really care for, but I know Trey's going to try to do something with it to make me like it. And that's what he did.
Right, 10 minutes. At 10 minutes, it was a good thing. I was hoping to drag him in further. Where are you guys on Breath and Burning?
Well, go ahead, Witch. Go ahead, Kate.
I don't really.
It froze. Go ahead, Brad. You're supposed to pick back up with
yeah. I'll tell you where I'm at on this. Yeah, it's I'm similar to Wook on this. It's not a song I ever seek out, but I've always looked at it as just not being a song for me. But if I'm always patient enough with it, I usually get something out of it.
Right.
And there's a little bit to it, but I just felt, going into this, with cars and look, I appreciate what Wook and the local crowd there sees and feels about that song, but these first three songs really could not have been polar opposite choices for me as far as what a show means for me personally.
Right. I am a fan of face planting into rock.
Yeah.
I really am. The lyric, it's dumb. You know, I'm a dumb lyric
Mm-hmm.
guy, so it fits. If you give me the breath and burning with the referential page thing,
Right.
that makes me cringe anytime a band does that. But
Right.
it's almost as bad as the Pinterest song, whatever that is. The page sings. He sings some
What are
song
you
that has
talking about? What was next on the set list? Jesus
final
Christ.
hurrah. The final hurrah.
Yeah, it was great. What was after that?
Free.
Free.
What'd you guys think about that?
It had the Martian Monster Jam.
Yeah, and you know
Mhm.
what T and I were saying, or not T, Scott and I were saying tonight, is they kept recalling jams from previous nights in the run, each, into each subsequent night. There was, I forget what song it was during, so maybe somebody that was paying, attention at home will figure it out. But there was a Timber Jerry jam, portion of a jam, that was like a recall to last night, and I don't know, it's just really cool that how they do that throughout the tour.
Yeah.
Right. It had the
Absolutely.
Fuego last night. They
Yeah, it
almost
was
went into.
right, exactly. And then like the joke is, or I guess the idea is like, it's like until they realize, oh shit, we already did that, and then they take it somewhere
That was
else.
my comment. Was Trey started doing Martian Man, and it's like, oh, I'm out of here. I mean, that free was a short free for
Yeah.
what it's
Right.
been doing. If you look at like the recent last 10 times they played it,
Yeah, it was. I doesn't really stand out in my mind from the night, honestly.
Right. And then we ended up in Yarmouth Road, which I think is being universally trashed. Mike wrote a song I don't think that he can sing.
That was a Mike set killer, unfortunately. Like it is the reason that idea exists. Like that was the epitome of a Mike set killer. There's no other. And if you want to be a Mike apologist I love Mike, but like for those songs, then just go out in the lawn at any of these shows and see what happens to the energy in the room. It just fucking, it's like a balloon popping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It gets sucked out.
Right. Who needs a beer? Beer,
Right,
water,
right.
anybody?
Right.
Right, exactly. So where are you guys on? I hope one of you says, I love Yarmouth Road. It is my anthem.
No.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. I keep like shitting out on this. I think it's Tim's fault, but
Right. Sucking your energy there from the other side of the country, the other side of the
I
county.
don't think there's any need for your mouth. I don't think there's any need at all. Like, I mean, it's fun. Like when you're there, that's fun, but no.
Every time I hear it, I think they're giving me the middle finger on purpose. Like, fuck you, here you go, I'm playing it anyway. That type of stuff.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just a big middle finger to me.
It is. And then they went to Plasma, which weird choice. I don't feel like Plasma's ever really found its place. Did Tim freeze up on us? I'm gonna drop
Yeah,
him
he did.
out for a second.
It's his fault that I keep getting off because of him.
Plasma, it just, I love the song. Like Dick's last year, I fell in love with it, and they brought it back a little bit in a song later, but they started it cold and then ended it cold, which was kind of weird. It seems like it belongs in the middle of something else,
Yeah, well, remember I did my fondest memory of Plasma Live was the Shafty show in Mexico. How they just slid it right in the middle of a Shafty sandwich type deal there, which is what you're talking about. But it definitely needs something in front and behind to be held up. But it's a great tune. It can go a long ways, and I don't know why it doesn't.
I like the jam. The jam wasn't that, like, it was boring. It didn't really go anywhere, but it wasn't bad. Like these songs that they've been playing the whole first set weren't bad songs. They were played well. They just weren't songs that I got excited for, but they were played really well. So
there we go. All right. And I'm going to pause this for a second before we get to the last three, because in my excitement with Weekend Wook coming in, I was remiss and did not mention we partnered with HF Pod this summer. And they will be live at 1:00 tomorrow on their YouTube channel, Osiris. It'll be the top link if you click there, or go to their website or Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you check it out. And so let's get back into it. And we got something special at halftime. So if you wait 3 more songs, oh boy, you guys are going to be impressed.
Oh boy.
Then we had Sigma Oasis, which has become a monster.
Yeah!
Longest song in the
I
set.
love it.
It was awesome. That was the moment in the show where I'm sitting there, I'm making dinner, late dinner, and I'm having my glass of wine, and then all of a sudden Sigma Oasis comes on. I was like, I can dance. I can get excited over something during the set, and it was Sigma Oasis all songs. Which is sad, but it was awesome.
I've loved watching this song grow up. I mean, I called one of the earlier iterations in 20 in Mexico. We called, I think, one of the first times it ever got stretched out last year at Dick's, where we got about 11 minutes of it. Earlier this tour, we got a 12-minute Sigma, and this one right here and it's not about time, obviously, but this one really got weird, and I loved it. It was my highlight of the first set.
We got Wisconsin chiming in. Yes, it was definitely it definitely was the song of the set. And yeah, I tweeted, I think, like right when they started getting the jam, here we go, because there was a moment when they dropped. I guess they dropped the key. I knew nothing about music like that, but it sounded like, okay, they just shifted down and they were like, all right, now we're hitting the highway. And my thing was, it took so long in the set before they finally hit the highway. Like they were, all right, let's try to do a couple songs, see if we can find it. They didn't, and then we ended up with a Sigma Oasis for the ages there. I think it was better than which is neat. This is neat because I guess they did it, 3 shows ago with the Man, the second night of the Man, and that was the split one, right? I think that was, or was the split one before that? They've done quite a few of them.
A little mashup deal. Well, yeah, I think it was the 12-minute one we had because it was 17 minutes total with the mashup. Right. So I think it was the first. It wasn't the Man.
Right, and so then we busted into the Limb by Limb, which it's a weird song for me. I like it. One of the lyrics in it, just being in real estate, makes me like, what the fuck does that even mean? But that's neither here nor there. I think technically, Trey nailed it, because most of these technical songs fall on him. The rest of the band isn't playing anything that crazy.
I don't know. I feel like after Sigma, they could have gone into something that would have made it like continue the momentum. Like Limb by Limb is an amazing song. It's so much fun, but I feel like after the fun of Sigma, you could have gone with something that would have kept the momentum going after the slow build up. Like you needed something. I mean, I don't know. I love Limb by Limb too. Don't come for me.
No, I'm right there with you on that. And it's evident when they go right back into sand, because you do feel like you've been picked right back up. And again, Limb by Limb's not a letdown by any stretch of the imagination. No. But in this set list, it was odd. But
Limb by Limb needed to be where Breath and Burning was, and then the Sand was 17 minutes, so you had a 34-minute stretch with Sigma and Sand.
Yeah.
The Sand was great. The Sand was perfect. I was so excited about the Sand, but I really just felt that once I went to Sigma, like, okay, the rest of the set is just going to be so high energy. It's going to be so much fun, because it needs that. Because now all these people are out there like slowly bopping instead of like raging. And now you're going into Limb by Limb, which is a great song, but it's not a song you're gonna like
rage to.
I felt like they could have done more, but I'm just being an asshole. So
and Sand to me is an interesting case now, with the huge one at Deer Creek to close the tour. Then they did it the first night of summer tour in this one, and none of them have even looked to have the openness and the potential that we got with that one from Deer Creek. So we'll see. I mean, what do you do? Let me ask you guys this. You take something like the Down with Disease for a 30-minute ride, right? The next time you do it, do you try to say, hey, we're going to push it as far as we can again? Or do you consciously say, let's do a more compact thing and see if we can incorporate the micro jam we've been going for. Either one of you. Go ahead.
I'm not in a band that makes a lot of millions of dollars, so I have no fucking idea. I would just rock it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a professional at anything, not doing anything at 100% and actually sandbagging a little bit. But there again, music's art. I'm not the one doing it. But being a professional, I would think that you would give it every night, and wherever you land is wherever you land that night.
Right. But like, I know this is an extreme case, but like Lawn Boy at the Baker's Dozen, that was a conscious decision to do that. And the conscious decision went further that we're never going to do that again. Right. You know?
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was the end of the set. Let's see. Let's do the our personal in-house housekeeping. This week coming up for Jones Beach, both nights we have Pixel Wooks coming on. So make sure you tune in for that. And then on the 26th, we have Fragile One. I haven't talked to her yet to know her real name or if she wants that out there, but she's over there on Twitter at Fragile122. And then on the 27th, Andy Michaels will be back. And I know that last night I was not on my best game, and those guys, we probably could have talked for another hour, but hopefully Andy will, I'll be able to redeem myself and let Andy get into the stuff Andy does best. And then next week, also on the 27th, before the show, because you can never get enough Wook Plus on Wednesdays, we have Leslie Mack, Anderson Skinny, and Stub Me Down joining us on a lot, which we're going to do for 3 weeks. The following week on the 3rd, we have Kevin Legal from Space Bacon coming on. And then on 810, some of the guys from Eggy will be on. So they're going to be really special, interesting lots. And we will continue with the after show. And then also, I'm going to run this ad real quick because we've been doing something really special all summer with Helping Friendly Pod, and Jonathan and Megan and Brian have all been on or coming on shows. Brian's actually probably going to carry us while the rest of us are raging in Merriweather because he'll be on those 2 nights. But we made this ad and Megan did the voiceover, and you might recognize the guy who did the guy part of the voiceover. And then we're going to jump back into the show. Wook Plus.
HF Pod. Oh,
hey,
you got your Wook Plus.
Well, you got your HF Pod on my Wook Plus. What?
Oh.
Delicious.
Catch your first show recaps 15 minutes after each encore on Wook Plus.
And the next afternoon at 1 on HF Pod. So there it is. And 1 o'clock. Tomorrow, get on there with HF Pod, and I'll let y'all in on a little secret. I don't think they announce the guests like I like to. I like to drag everybody into the middle of the Terror Dome, so to speak, as soon as they say they'll come on. But I will be on the night after the Sunday Night Merriweather. I will be back on the pod giving my recap of that show, which should be interesting because it's my home court show, and everybody who's coming to Merriweather, find me. I'm going to hang out at Dolly Parton at 7 o'clock. They have a new Dolly Parton studio. Yes, we're going to hang out there, and everybody who can hear my voice, come hang out. And then after that first set, and I was a little like, you know, I was even more because they did the one song that I knew was going to be a breakout jam after the Deer Creek version, and they opened the set with it, A Wave of Hope. And I'm going to throw it to Brad to get us talking about it. I think there's so much to dig into with it.
Yeah. So you talk about weird. That song got weird, and it was nice. It was a perfect little piggyback off a segment. It seems like those two have been tied together all year, or at least this tour, right? Going back, or spring summer tour. But I think you called it early on this year on it with HF Pod that, you know, you felt like this was going to be the song of the summer, and it's playing out to be that way right now. So yeah, but you get 23 minutes of this song, which it really felt like a cheesy type pandemic, we're going to make it through type song, to ending up being this little jam vehicle that is turned into a monster. So
it's
You
a
got
jam
it?
vehicle. It's a jam vehicle, but it's also my piss song. So it's
Oh.
like
Oh my God, you're killing me.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm very
No, it's
particular
okay.
about what I like, and
All right.
people hate me
Okay.
for it, but it's
No,
fine.
nobody hates you
No.
for it. I love you that you have a
It's
take on it.
just,
Most people just
I don't
follow
think that
behind.
it doesn't do anything. To me, it doesn't give me any feelings. Like, I'll be sitting there
Okay.
during so many songs and I'll feel like good or bad or like hot about it. This song
Right.
doesn't give me anything. Like, it doesn't make me feel good, bad, I'm indifferent. Like, it's not a
Well, the
bad song.
lyric,
It's played well,
right.
but
The lyrics do feel indifferent. Like they really, I mean, I know what they mean
That's
and
why
what they're
I love it.
saying,
This
right?
too shall pass.
Yeah. Right.
It's
It,
it's such an
my
unpopular
thing is
opinion. But
it's my thing is it sounds so different to me than what I like to call the assembly line jams that they do sometimes. They
Mhm.
have a certain
Mhm.
key, a certain rhythm, and you hear these things pop up again and again. Both this and the Alpine one, the one they did in between, I don't think they got too far out with it, but those two, it just seemed like they were just going with it. They were just playing and playing. And tonight, they went to some places that I wouldn't expect a Wave of Hope to go. Almost
yeah,
like
they did
Odysseus
well.
on his ship. You know, there's all this turmoil. He was, you're tied to the fucking mast while the wave of hope is coming by.
I'll give it to them. They jammed it. They jammed it out really well. Like, it went to a couple of places I did not expect it to go. They jammed it out really well. It was very tight. I thought that like Paige during it was like very tight, but also for me, it's just indifferent to me. So to open up the second set for me after the first,
But is it one of those things where, like with Soul Planet with me, once they get through the song and start with the jam, I really forgot that they're doing Soul Planet because the
yeah,
jam isn't
exactly,
what the song
exactly,
is.
exactly,
Right,
exactly,
exactly. And then we got a song I
exactly.
heard the ocean sing, which is one of my songs that I never knew existed till like 3 or 4 years ago. It really came on my radar and I fell in love with it. And it's my Odysseus song. It really is. Because that's a song I heard the ocean sing, the sirens, and I have so many mermaid visions with that song. But Katie,
You would,
right,
you
where are
would.
you with the song I heard the ocean sing?
I love this song, but it's one of the few songs that within the first few chords, I cannot tell you what it is. And it's so weird for me because I usually am like, oh, it's this. And like with this song, like for some reason, I can never tell you, oh, it's like, I can't. But as soon as they get into it, I'm like, oh, I know. And then it's always a jam vessel. It's always great. They're usually very tight on it. So I can't complain about this song at all. Wow.
Thank you, Steely
Comments.
Tom. Watch out for that guy. Where are
Right,
you at, Brad, on that?
Well, first of all, I meant to start the show off by saying hello to Mr. Creamy Thighs himself. So, Creamy Thighs, hello, bud. So,
You don't want to
am I
know. You don't want
right?
to know out there in
Right.
international television land.
So, I mean, did this song do something different than it normally does?
Yes. Yes. Oh, continue, Brad. Go ahead.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
No, I'm good. I don't
Like
know.
you were saying.
I don't know what I was saying, but
Something
Well,
about
I heard
something.
the ocean sing.
Yeah.
anyway, I got my shout out, right? I did that.
Yes.
Okay. And we were talking about
A song
The
I heard
song I
the
heard the ocean sing.
dark,
Yeah.
brooding. That jam
Yeah.
got so far out there. I
Yeah.
mean, it was, and with the Sigma and it kind of called back to the Sigma as that was getting dark,
Yeah, it did. Very dark.
Are you good with dark?
No, I am. I'm sorry. I just my Google
Dark
Box
is
got
great.
turned over.
We love dark. Dark is the best
Right.
kind of Phish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Evil,
It'll break you
dark.
down quick.
I'm with you. And then they went to Happy Blaze On, which
This is
I
when the
saw
show started. This is when the whole show started.
I saw some talk on the timeline that people don't like Blaze On. I don't get that. It's a very Grateful Dead-y song.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that mid-tempo blues kind of rocker thing going, and the lyric is so fun. The lyric, I mean, the three left turns, that's a brilliant fucking image, What you guys think?
I love it. I think this is where the whole show started.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yeah, it's an old reliable song for me, and that's in a good way, an extremely good way. I don't recall ever being in an arena or out anywhere hearing that song and not smiling and dancing my ass off. When I screw up once, I screw up 2 more times.
That's the story of my life.
Brad, remember when we were at MSG and the song came on and I gave the glasses out? We all wore the glasses and we were like, this is a great song. It's a great song.
It's some people think that it should be shelved, that it's overplayed.
Some do.
And those people are
live in Wisconsin
or Minnesota.
All right, so there we go. All right, so then we ended up in the Wedge. It was a hard left turn segue, but I don't think it was a speed bump. I think it was a downshift and then right back up.
I can tell
it was definitely a downshift.
Well, after that hour of music, everything else was gravy for me. It was. I felt like I'd been put everything. I was satisfied by then, and whatever else I got after that, I was good. Yeah, left turn.
Well, yeah, but like I was so I was like so ready for it to go one way, and then the Wedge came. I was like, oh shit, just kidding. Like hide your drugs. We're going somewhere else. Like. But it was still good. It was played well. Everything was played really well. Doesn't mean that it was in the right realm of what I wanted. But it was good. He tried to play
exactly.
well.
It was one of the, you know what? I was listening to this set tonight, the show, and except for the Wave of Hope, a song I heard the Ocean sing, I was like, pretty much I'm cool that they played all this stuff. That it isn't going to show up in 4 days. Don't shoot me. And then they totally came to a dead stop and did Farmhouse. And as much as I am a supporter of Farmhouse, they laughed at me last year at Dick's. I was sitting down, and when they went into Farmhouse, I jumped up and started dancing, and I was like, yes, fuck yeah, Farmhouse. And tonight I was like, that was not the song you wanted to sing.
I disagree. I so disagree. And this is so off brand for me. I am not a Farmhouse apologist at all. But today, for some reason, I was so grasping at straws, hoping for some sort of familiarity with some sort of what I would feel a normal Phish show would have. And then Farmhouse comes in. I was like, I can understand this. I get this. I am on board. I don't know what it is. Usually I hate when Farmhouse comes, but tonight it was finally, I was like, yeah, Phish. I had a good time. I thought about Mercedes too.
You know what? Farmhouse for me should really be a show opener because it's welcome. This is a Farmhouse. The lyric almost to me demands to open a show.
But also, I don't know. It either should be shelved or it should be the set break song or
What you mean, play the music. Recording during set break? Is that
or how about in the pisser?
Yeah,
just the bathroom music.
Mercedes was talking about it with me. He's always skipping the "everything's all right" line. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
he's been skipping that, and like, whoa, what's going on there? Everything's
That's
not all
because
right.
everything's right. He doesn't need to tell you again that it's going to be
No.
all right because everything's right.
It's because everything's not all right,
Just
and
hold
shit's
tight.
hitting the fan.
Just hold tight. And
I've been holding tight. I've been holding tight
I've been
since the
holding tight
last
as a
time they.
motherfucker. What's up?
Every time they play "Everything's Right," I have to pee so bad, and they say everything's right, so just hold tight. So then I'm like, shit, okay, I'll hold tight. I'll
All
hold
right,
tight.
Trey. I'll hold. What am I holding
I'll hold
for?
tight. And then I shouldn't have held. I should have gone. Like, he was wrong.
Oh my God, Steely Tom is not happy with you right now. That is the end of the world. And so they numberline Farmhouse, which is appropriate. It's so appropriate. And I am going to be a numberline apologist because the song fucking rocks.
It fucks so hard. It fucks so hard.
And I wasn't seeing them all the time in 2009, so I didn't see it every other night.
I was like 10, so it's fine. I love Numberline. I will always love Numberline. I don't care. I will go to the grave. I love Numberline. It is like my favorite fucking happy song that they have. It's so fun.
It's so good. And it saved the band.
It is fun.
It was Tom reaching out and saving the band, basically.
Exactly. It's so much fun. If you don't like that song, I don't want to talk to you. Like,
you
I'm
can't
sorry.
What are you, a Wilson? You fucking know like Numberline?
Oh, it's so much.
What's up, Brad? Are you a Wilson? Is Brad going to be a Wilson?
Brad, I swear to God. I swear to God.
No. No, I'm just laying back because I'm enjoying this a lot. No, I love it. I love Numberline Kitty. I would never say anything else other than that. Other than I used to hate it. No, seriously, I didn't like it a lot until recently, and got a chance to hear that song in a different tone, or for someone, and then now it just hits different. So yeah, Numberline fan now. At least I'm here,
so
but no,
fun.
I wasn't there. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's so much fun.
It's a good answer. Mm-hmm. And then we got another repeat to close the set from the man, which again, big fucking arena rock song. Yeah. Fucking Character Zero is balls to the wall. Fucking let's do this, and I will take that any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love Character Zero.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'm the guy jumping with both arms up in the air the entire time. So
I love when CK5 floods the house lights during Character Zero. It is.
We call that the Travis. We call that the Travis because he always sends a message: white lights, white lights,
white lights.
It's the best feeling ever because you're like, and the house lights are flood, and you feel like you're one in two people in the world that are experiencing this, but you're in a room of millions, thousands of people that are like experiencing it, and it's awesome, and it's the best feeling ever, and that's
millions
great.
Of people around the world.
Exactly, yeah.
Almost
and
like
it makes you feel so good.
Almost like Wook Plus.
Well, that's billions. That's billions.
Billions. I will like I said, I'll take Zero any day of the week. And so then we got to the encore.
So cool.
Now, Katie, you brought something up about Tube, and First Tube was just the first time.
I don't know if they've ever done it before. I'm not sure.
I don't think they have.
It doesn't jump out at me.
Yeah.
If anybody did it, it would have been Trey Band, I would think.
Yeah. But
I remember they. Okay.
No, I was just going to say that during First Tube, at the beginning, watching on the stream, it looked like it was one of those fuck it moments where they just went into it, where they just fell backwards. You just heard Trey going into the rhythm a little bit, and then you see Phish look over at Mike, and it just seemed like it wasn't. It seemed like it was going to be a one-song encore ending at 11 o'clock Eastern.
Oh my God!
Here comes First Tube.
and apparently they have done it before.
They
on
have
6709.
679.
And like I
Thank you,
said,
Andy.
you need to tune in when Andy's on because we actually might sound like we know what we're talking about.
Not
Yeah,
going to get it from
exactly.
me.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like, I'm always like saying, like, I love them both so much, and then after they went to, like, it was such a good surprise, you know. I was like, no, they're not doing this, they're not gonna do this, and they did. So that was
I'll
nice.
take
That
it.
was good.
I've heard that some people in the band don't like playing first two because the bass line sucks. It's just so repetitive. Some people in the band
I
don't like
wonder who
playing
that
it.
is.
But I only, you know,
Can't
it's all
confirm.
hearsay and innuendo and gossip. We're going to be TMZ for like 30 seconds. And
No,
Can't
that's my type of
confirm.
program.
yeah, there we go. That's what we all need. All right, guys. Thank you. That was fantastic. I think we did a good job.
Well, thanks for having
We
me.
did the best we
yes,
could.
and you know what? That was Tony's bass line. That is him. If you go to his grave, they should be playing that on a loop.
Yeah.
Because that was hit that and Sand. I mean, they're so iconic to Phish, and Mike didn't even have anything to do with them. But that's a story for another day. Remember tomorrow, 1:00, head over to Osiris, do Osiris on the YouTube, or you can hit them up on their website, or you can hit them up wherever you get your podcast. I think it takes them like a half hour or something after the live that it shows up, but you'll be there next week. Wooks, Fragile One on the 26th, Wooks and Andy Michaels on the 27th, along with me, and I think Wook will be back. Maybe we'll get T on. And then on the 27th, also before the show, Leslie Mack, Anderson Skinny, Stub Me Down. The lot is coming back. You guys, thank you so much. You're the best. I can't
Thanks
wait
for
to see
having
you
me.
guys. And hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, see, it sucks when you're the producer, too.
Here, outro music.
Yeah, I want to do outro music. And maybe not. There it is.
It's okay. We're good.